I let it play the whole time that time.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was waiting for you to say something.
Welcome back to Impossibly Unremarkable, a podcast hosted by myself, Jonathon Butts, and my longtime friend, co-host, and little gobbler, Elliott Markson.
Gobble, gobble. Yeah, we are just two burglars robbing you of your time and your precious, precious time. That's it. Woo! Isn't that right? What's going on today?
Yeah, I feel like we're a little off form. Is a burglar the one who does it with violence, or is it...
No, typically I would think a burglar would be like one of those sneaky guys who just gets into your house when you're not home. Like they watch you and wait for you to leave.
Whereas like a robber is probably more violent.
I think there's both the same thing.
No, there's like a legal distinction.
No way.
Yeah.
You're full of
there
it.
is a legal. I'm pretty sure there's a legal distinction
between
a robbery
burglar and robber?
burglaring. Yeah.
Okay, I guess maybe you're right. Robbery's at gunpoint, right? Robbed at gunpoint.
Not necessarily gunpoint. But
nobody's ever said
weapon
you've been
point, there's-
burgled at gunpoint.
Yeah, like it's like there's a threat of physical
You're right.
altercation.
You're right.
Thank you.
You're a genius.
I studied burglaring.
Okay. If we were like one of those old timey gangs, what would our name be?
I feel like you'd be named Beans, and I'd be like,
what are we in, like 1920s Oklahoma?
Skinny Johnny or something. You know, like when
Skinny John and Beans.
When they give like a shitty,
not
true nickname to somebody.
Hey, don't go shitting
skinny.
on yourself already. We're only like a minute into this
shitting
episode.
on myself. I'm not skinny. You know, that's just fact, right?
They'd call you like Short Johnny.
Yeah, Short Johnny or something.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. It's Thanksgiving in like 2 days.
That's right.
I will say it's like one of my least favorite holidays.
I don't like Thanksgiving.
Like the food, like I like the idea that people are together.
Sure. Yep.
But the food is so bland, you know? It's like
overrated.
I think of like dry turkey.
Yep.
Dry stuffing.
Yep.
Like pumpkin pie, which is all right.
I don't even like pie. It's just
mashed
like
potatoes, dry.
Pie is literally like, oh, we didn't have any cake, so here's pie.
There are certain pies that are better than cake.
Whatever.
I like a good cream pie. Like
Stop! You've been watching too much porn.
No, like French silk pie. That's like a cream-based pie.
Yeah, sure. You son of a bitch. No,
you walked right into it.
Thanksgiving is so overrated. I like getting together with family, but you do that with every fucking holiday, so it's
That's true.
It's nothing special.
That's
Thanksgiving is about eating. Like, what are we doing? We get together just to stuff our faces, watch football, and
that's cool though.
Like, what does turkey have to do with it? Why do we eat turkey on Thanksgiving? I don't understand it. Never will.
There's a whole like fake lore behind the reason for Thanksgiving.
What?
Like fake, you know, they like the fake shit they teach you when you're in elementary school.
Where they're like the pilgrims and the Native Americans were all friends.
They definitely didn't, devastate them and bring disease.
There was no genocide.
Force them into tiny living.
Although,
areas.
I mean, to be fair, try to teach a group of kindergartners about the Trail of Tears. See how it goes.
I learned that
in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Jesus, what school did you go to?
You know what the most fucked up thing that we ever did in middle school?
What?
We were in like a social studies class and we were learning about slavery. And I'm pretty sure we played a game.
What?
Where like some of us, and it honestly might have just been one of those things that was like, okay, I'm a teacher. I really want these kids to stop having energy.
Okay.
So let's bring them outside and like, let's divide them into like two groups. One group is like slaves and the other's like slaveholders. And literally all it was like tag.
Did they say slave and slaveholder?
I'm pretty sure.
Please tell me that didn't actually.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Where did you go to school? Alabama? What the fuck?
We went to the same middle school.
What the fuck teacher did that? That's insane. They should. That's crazy.
I mean, I literally think it was just like an exercise.
We're gonna play
thing.
slave and slaveholder today.
But I'm pretty sure it was like we would all like line up and like try to run past people. It was literally just tag. We could have just gone outside and said, "Let's play tag." Like we don't need to put the slavery label on it.
Well, were they like a history teacher? So they were trying to throw like a history spin on it. They were like, "Oh, we're going through the civil rights movement, so." Or the fucking whatever. I guess that wouldn't be slavery, but you know what I mean. Like try to throw some history on it.
Trade.
Yeah, that's still fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I'm against it.
It was weird. Yeah, Elliott takes a firm stance against slavery.
Firm.
Nice.
I'm standing firm on
Nice
that one.
job.
I will not budge.
Pretty controversial in 2022.
Yeah.
But in the spirit of Thanksgiving,
Woo!
even though the fact that we both dislike it as
That's
a
true.
holiday, I would like you to say something you're thankful for.
Oh, that's
Or
good.
several somethings.
That's good.
Or maybe just like one person. And they have to be in like close proximity.
Okay.
But like they have to be in the same floor.
I mean, I am thankful for this podcast, that's for sure. I'm thankful that we get to sit down every week, and, I'm thankful for all our listeners, whoever they are. I'm grateful for all of you out there. And honestly, the best thing about this podcast is I just get together with my buddy once a week, and we get to chat and have some laughs. And if we have make some new friends along the way, then that's even better. Just kidding. Fuck you. No, that was genuine. But I'm also thankful for, my family that I have, my wife, and our soon-to-be child coming. I'm grateful for my dog. I'm grateful that I'm healthy, I'm alive, and well. And that's about it. Everything else fucking sucks.
I'm also thankful for my car insurance rates going down.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
Thankful for the housing market seems to be coming back to reality.
In the market for a home?
Someday. I figured in the next 40 years I might be able to afford one.
Yeah, the market should be better by then.
Saw some crazy thing about like a house in 2020. You could get like a $400,000 house with the same buying power that gets you like a $250,000 house today.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not thankful for insurance or for interest rates. I'm thankful for you. I'm glad we've stuck this through. I remember when we first started, one of our buddies, Kyle, had sent me like this article that was basically saying like, hey, we're in need of good podcasts because the average podcast doesn't make past 5 episodes.
Yep.
Like you're in the top 1% of podcasts if you make more than 21 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming up on. This is 14, so 15, including our one with old Groggy Boy.
Yep.
I'm just glad we're churning along, having some fun.
We're just chugging along, baby.
Slowly growing, and it's a good time.
Always great. Always. They said they were in need of good podcasts. There's not enough out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a good podcast shortage.
Really?
Was what the article was saying.
Who wrote that fucking article?
I don't know.
I feel like there's so many podcasts out there.
I mean, I just
and this
read it.
one tops all of them, but
I read it and I felt like a calling.
Yeah. Like you felt it in your soul.
Wow, they need me.
You're chosen.
They need me to talk about my opinions for 50 minutes every week. No,
I need a platform.
It's funny though, because like that's the reason I stepped away from social media. I used to be pretty active, if you remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Commenting on Facebook and posting and Twitter and all that. But
yeah, you used to be a big Facebook guy.
Huge Facebook guy. I've
Yeah.
stepped so far back, I don't even recognize the platform anymore. But my whole thing was stepping back was like I felt like I didn't really have a voice, or like I didn't have a voice. I didn't need to have a voice.
Right.
Because when everyone's speaking, then none of those voices are usually valuable.
Right. Everything kind of loses its value
Yeah.
and its, I guess, power when everybody has their own voice. It's hard to distinguish what's good and what's not. Everything's just kind of
When
convoluted.
everyone's weird ass opinion is elevated,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, we don't need to hear everyone's opinion, which is why this will be our last episode.
yeah. Nah, this is different somehow. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
this
gonna
is
get into
somehow
how it's
different.
but it is. Thankful for my family, my girlfriend.
Yeah, shut the
my
fuck
pets,
up. Nobody
whatever.
wants to hear that.
All that
Tell me something
normal
you're
shit.
not grateful for.
I am not grateful for. I'm just so grateful for everything.
Shut the fuck
I'm not
up.
grateful for the snow, but I already did that whole bit last.
Yeah,
last
we don't
week.
want to go down that road again. That icy, cold,
It's actually been
godforsaken
better.
road.
It's better this week.
Yeah, it was a little warmer today. I actually walked my dog outside.
I'm not thankful for fucking Chipotle.
Yeah, go off,
We
son.
talked about this episode 1. A couple months ago, I was like, fuck it, I'm done with this shithole.
Yeah.
I was like 2 months sober as of like I think September 15th. Sober from Chipotle.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
wait, when
No.
did that happen? I'm
I
pretty sure
still-
you've drank on this podcast.
I still drink. Not in probably the last 2 months. I don't.
Wow.
You didn't even offer me like a Coke Zero or anything.
I literally did. Okay.
But I hadn't eaten for a while because like the prices had gone up, the rewards program had gone to shit.
Yeah.
Service is terrible. The quality of the
Awful.
food is now terrible.
Fuck 'em.
It used to be so consistent, and now it's just bad. But I figured I was heading to your house to watch the good old Vikings game, which I was also not thankful for. But I figured I'm hungry. It's like 2 p.m. or whatever. I need to stop and eat something. And I have this
Yeah.
gift card that my brother had got me, even though I told him I wasn't going to use it. And of course, I fucking used it.
You got a gift card. You got to use it.
I got to use it. It's not my own money. But I get my like normal burrito, steak. I like white rice. I know brown rice is technically better for you, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Brown rice just doesn't capture like the cilantro and lime flavor the same way white rice does. And that's just fact. That's just fact.
Sure.
It just doesn't taste as good.
I'll accept that.
I go in there like, they had two giant fucking tins of brown rice. We're out of white rice. Okay, whatever,
All right.
Okay, I'll have my steak. I love the steak. Their steak, I know you've never cooked sous vide, but you've seen what it looks like when I've cooked like sous vide steaks. Remember for your bachelor party?
Yeah.
When you pull them out of the water bath, they're cooked. They are cooked. They're cooked fully. They're just like gray and like wet. That was what the steak was.
Ew.
And I'm like, maybe it tastes better.
It was gray and wet?
Yeah, maybe it tastes better. As it actually wasn't even wet.
Maybe they were sous vide.
It was gray and bone dry.
They got a sous vide back there?
It was actually bone dry.
Is that the right word?
Sous vide, yeah.
Yeah, they got one back there now.
A lot of top restaurants use sous vide.
Chipotle, add it to the list.
Not Chipotle.
Okay.
Anyways, I get the steak even though it looks awful. It doesn't look like there's any like trace of salt, pepper, or any of their steak seasoning. And then I'm going through the list. My favorite salsa is the tomatillo, the green chili salsa.
What?
Salsa?
Yep.
That's a salsa that
the
they
green
offer.
one.
The green one.
Yep.
They didn't have that.
I'm sharp.
They only had the hot salsa, which is all right, but like
sure.
I don't want too much of it.
They got pico?
They had pico, but I don't really like
they got
pico.
Corn?
They did not have corn.
Oh my god.
I don't like pico because I just don't like the texture of like wet tomatoes in my burrito because then the burrito gets soggy.
Sure.
This is going on way too long.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to keep going. And then, I get my burrito and I'm like, can I get a cup for water? You know, so I can down this dry fucking burrito. Like, water machine's broken.
Water machine is broken.
Like, what do you mean?
The water machine.
What do you mean there's no water in the store?
How can they? I feel like if a restaurant does not have water, can they be open? Like, oh, water's broken. We don't got water.
That's the thing. And then I go up to like I look at the pop machine, where the water comes from.
Yeah. Wait, was the soda working?
Yes, apparently.
The soda was coming out, but the water wasn't.
Yes. And I look. There was no signs. There was no say, "Hey, sorry, out of order." There was nothing.
That's bizarre.
I think I also waited 5 minutes.
They just didn't want to give you a cup,
and it was like the worst burrito I've ever had. It was so dry. There was literally not a trace of flavor.
Wow.
It was so bad. So fuck you, Chipotle.
Yeah, Chipotle.
I will literally eat anything that's not.
Get your
Chipotle.
shit together because you are losing lifelong fans like this young man right here. He's devoted his life to Chipotle. He owns Chipotle merch, apparel. I've never seen somebody own that before, but he does. He's got a nice shirt with avocados on it.
It's like an avocado.
He's got slides, right? Or some sort of shoes.
I have chips and guac slides.
Chips and guac slides. This man doesn't even want to consume your products anymore.
I bought my niece, when she was born, a onesie that said Chipotle baby. It's very cute. I will never buy that again.
The former Chipotle simp himself does no longer want... He simps no more.
I once went out of my way to direct message Chipotle on Twitter just to tell them how good their water was.
You're such a fucking weirdo.
I've been to so many Chipotles. The water's so fucking consistent. It's like so good. I don't know if
not
it's just
this time.
Not this time. They didn't
tweet them again. Be like, hey, your water wasn't even available.
They would... That's the thing.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I know.
Imagine sitting down at a restaurant and you're trying to like order your food or whatever, and then like they don't bring out the water, and you're like, "Can I have a water?" And they're just like, "We don't have water today." You'd be like, "What the fuck kind of a place is this?"
Like I would have just settled for like whatever tap water they use to like wash the vegetables.
Go to the well. I don't give a fuck.
I was so thirsty. That's why I ended up being late because I had to stop at the gas station to get a drink.
Damn.
But yeah,
that's tough. Got a tough week.
Yeah,
surprised you made it.
It's been pretty hard. I'm just glad I have one more day of work, and then a 4-day weekend coasting.
Fuck yeah, baby. Ooh.
Do you want to get into your search history, or did you have anything burning that you
what do I got burning? No, let's do it. Search history.
I don't have any search history.
I figured.
I can. No, I didn't have anything good.
Okay, so what I searched this week is basically what I've been doing lately is I've been trying to meditate more. Okay. Don't laugh.
Sorry.
You're laughing at me.
I am.
What's wrong with meditation?
It's just
you hate meditation?
It's never worked for me. I've tried many times.
It's never worked for me. I hate it. Okay, wow.
I didn't say I hated it. All right, keep going.
You laughed at me.
I did.
So I've been trying to meditate a lot lately based on the advice from my therapist. So if you have a therapist, please listen to their words. Don't just get discouraged by your friends laughing at the
Were
things.
Did you pause after therapist waiting for me to laugh at that?
Yes.
My therapist has also had me try meditation. It just does not work for me.
Wow. Okay. So, anyways, I've been trying to meditate more. I used to do it a lot more. Like I was in sort of a consistent practice before, kind of fell out of it. And now I'm trying to get back into that, doing it every day. I've done it the last few days. And so I was searching online both the benefits of meditation, just so I can put it in words, understand what I'm, looking for, as well as what happens in your brain when you're meditating. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So, what I found out. First, what's going on in your brain when you're meditating, right?
Yeah. What is going on?
What's happening? Basically, dude, everything's fucking just like going offline or slowing down.
Is this you're like about to announce that we got like a partnership with that like meditation app?
Dude, that'd be sick.
Well, I've probably ruined our chances if we ever got big.
Yeah, you just said you hate meditation. No. So, basically, your frontal lobe is going offline. I can't say this word.
Can I try to say it?
Yeah. Second one. Right there.
Second word?
The one right on top now. The P.
Brain.
Yep, brain.
Wait, process?
Parietal?
Parietal?
Nice.
Parietal lobe?
Fuck yeah, baby. Your parietal lobe slows down, which is the part of your brain that processes sensory information, your surroundings, your thalamus.
See? Yeah, you got that word.
Thalamus, that one, also slowing down. And then your reticular formation.
I feel like you don't actually understand how meditation works.
Yeah, I have no idea. Fuck this.
You're just reading it.
No, basically, so meditation is just a way to kind of calm your brain down, slow everything down, and make yourself aware of everything around you without reacting to it, right?
Yes.
So no, I don't understand anything about the fucking brain. Scientists don't even understand that shit. I don't even know why I tried to bring that up. Fuck! What is a frontal lobe? You tell me.
It sounds sexier than it actually is.
Yeah.
My frontal lobe.
Frontal lobe.
My
This
frontal
also sounds a little
lobe.
dirty.
Yeah.
Anyways, so basically you're just slowing your brain down. You're making yourself,
So you feel like it's actually worked for you?
In the past, yes. I think previously when I was in like a regular practice, it's definitely calmed me down, lowered my anxiety levels, and helped me kind of process things and not get too emotional in certain situations. You kind of notice I'm a little zen today, right? I'm a little lower energy.
I don't know. I feel like you're really high energy at this time.
Yeah?
You still seem, you're always more higher.
Hey, what can I say?
High energy than me.
It's the Coke.
It is a Coke. I see. No one
Coke
offered,
Zero,
no one offered
baby.
me one, so I didn't get to have one.
Anyways, so the benefits of meditation. Let's go over it. I got a list. Meditation eases anxiety and depression.
False.
Research suggests that mindfulness practices can be effective for easing anxiety and other mood disorders. Engaging in mindfulness-based therapy, which combines mindfulness-based cognitive therapy with mindfulness practices, has been shown to reduce those things. Right?
Yes.
Number 2, meditation bolsters self-confidence. Do you want to feel more confident?
I wouldn't say no.
Try it. Meditation also reduces stress. This one I feel like is beneficial for all people. We all have stresses, right? You go to work.
I feel like that's just a repeat of anxiety.
You clock in and out. No, if you think stress is the same as anxiety and depression, you are terribly wrong.
Please Google.
It
how does
actually
stress
lowers
work
your
in the brain.
cortisol levels in your brain, so you're actually, or in your body, so you're actually, cortisol is the hormone that produces stress, so it lowers cortisol, so you're actually less stressed, more mellow.
Okay.
More refined.
Point, Elliott.
It can reduce inflammation. Are you inflamed?
Not that I'm
Well, you
aware.
wouldn't be if you were meditating. It also improves your sleep, which that one makes a lot of sense, right? You're kind of, you're calming down. You're going down. That was the element.
Very visual.
Yeah.
there.
Visual for a podcast.
Yeah.
Perfect. It also improves your brain health.
How? I'm kidding.
And it can help you kick addiction. if you're addicted to nicotine or alcohol or fast food.
Why'd you look at me when you said alcohol?
Because we know. And control food cravings as well. So that's a good one.
I've just never found that I can like slow my brain enough for it to be effective. Like I've genuinely
It's
tried.
tough. So what I've found is that basically obviously it's not gonna be great meditation every time, right? It's hard to stay focused sometimes. Sometimes you're having a bad day. Sometimes your brain's going off the walls. You're going here and there and everywhere, right? But I've found that if you add like music, like some nice like calming music, it can help you kind of get into the groove of it. And also there's different things you can do, like focus on your breathing. You can go to your happy place. What's your happy place?
Right here.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Every time you meditate, you just picture me and you at a desk with 2 microphones.
And we're just talking about how to calm down. And
Yeah. There you go. Every time you want to meditate, just picture me talking to you.
explaining how the brain works.
Don't picture that. I can't do that.
So calming.
So yeah, meditation's got a lot of benefits. I would suggest trying it, man. I don't know. It's pretty sick. I'm enjoying it a lot. I can't wait to continue my practice because it just kind of helps me focus on my surroundings, not take things too seriously, and just kind of lowers my stress overall. It's a hell of a thing. Hell of a thing. Would definitely recommend trying it out.
I hope your journey continues to bear fruit.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
That's it. And God knows you don't have any fucking search history, so...
I searched things.
Yeah, what did you search? What do you got?
Stuff.
Nice.
Things.
Solid.
Content.
Sick.
So cool that I searched what the thalamus does.
What does the fucking thalamus do?
Who knows?
It was probably in that article and I didn't even read it, so...
I saw the word thalamus appear.
Yeah, it was in there. Somebody wants to let me know what the thalamus fucking is. If you're a doctor or an intellectual or a professor or some sort of person that studies the brain or just a person who's read a science book before.
Neurologist.
Somebody with a Kindle.
I have a Kindle.
Have you read a science book? Nope, that's a no.
Who reads science books on their Kindle, though?
Somebody.
When you read science books, it has to be like that, 40-pound, 60-year-old book.
You ever see like a nerd in school who was just like trying to get brownie points with the teacher so they would like read the textbook just like blatantly during class?
Yeah, our buddy.
Fuck those people.
Our buddy Jonathon.
He listens to this.
He used to.
He did that?
Yeah, but sorry, John. I appreciate the fact that you listened, but this is still funny to talk about. I remember in like 5th grade,
Why?
I think, 5th or 6th grade, he would have his textbook.
Yeah.
And then within his textbook, he'd have the thesaurus.
He was reading the thesaurus. He was reading it?
He was reading the thesaurus?
He was reading the thesaurus? Wait, why would you read the I can't say it! I can't say it!
Thesaurus.
Why was he reading that? I'm not going to say it again.
I don't know if he wanted to improve his knowledge. And John, he knows like everything,
That's true. He is a smart motherfucker.
A very well-rounded intellect.
Maybe I should have been reading the textbook during class.
No, I was too
Maybe
busy.
it would have turned out better.
Too busy.
Maybe
pointing
that whole meditation bit would have gone a lot better.
Yeah. Just once.
A lot smoother.
Once more for me. Try to say thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
Damn it.
Done.
You nailed it.
Not saying it again.
My God. It sounded like you were born saying that word. Incredible.
Thesaurus.
2 for 2.
Yep.
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus. I think I had a stroke there. I don't know.
Oh God, that was good.
Yeah.
Is that your only search history? You only really brought one?
I mean, I've been searching the World Cup as well, just kind of keeping up with scores and everything. Have you been keeping up to date with that shit?
I meant to watch the USA Wales game, but I didn't. But I thought it was hilarious that you text Neil and I saying USA, USA, we're dominating, fuck Wales, and then I checked like an hour later and it was we tied 1-1.
The thing is, we were dominating. We did dominate that game. The only reason Wales scored was because of a penalty, and it was a weak-ass call. Our defender made a stupid challenge in the box against Gareth Bale. He's washed. And
Doesn't he have to be like 40 at this point?
He's definitely mid to late 30s. I don't know how old he is. but he's been around a while. But yeah, no, it was a stupid challenge. The penalty was dumb, and it was the only way they were going to score. It's so stupid. I hate in soccer or football when a fucking penalty decides the outcome of a game, where it goes from one team wins to they tie, or they're tied, and then that team who gets the penalty fucking wins the game off that bullshit. It's so stupid. It's like they didn't really even earn it, especially when the whole situation that happened was Gareth Bale, the star player on the Welsh team. If you are not familiar, he's the number 1 player on that team. He used to be the highest paid player in the world. He played for Real Madrid, Tottenham Hotspurs, and now I think he plays for LAFC, if I'm not mistaken.
Oof. Downgrade.
Well, that's what all the old good players do when their career's done. They just head to the MLS so then they can make a little more money. But, so he was in the box. He's probably like 15 yards out from the fucking goal, right? And our defender's on him, and he tries to challenge him through his legs. So he takes him out, and then he falls down. Fucking penalty, easy call, whatever. So stupid because we dominated the whole game. Fucking Pulisic. Yeah, right? He's our number 1 player. Pulisic. Yeah, that dude fucking is really good. He's the best player on the field. You can see it. He's incredible. Our whole team actually looked a lot better. I've never seen a United States soccer team, in men's soccer team, by the way. Our women's team is fantastic. But I've never seen our men's team look so competent before.
So that means Iran played England?
Yeah.
Who won?
England won 6-2.
Dude,
Iran got smoked.
We're not going to advance
past
the group stage.
Yes, we will. We tied Wales. What are they going to do?
We're going to lose to England.
No, we're not.
That's like a foregone conclusion.
We're going to draw England, and we're going to beat Iran. That's what's going to happen.
And then Iran's going to take revenge for that nuclear deal that they weren't fond of.
Okay, can we not politicize the FIFA World Cup? None of the players are involved in the politics of it all.
I will disagree.
Really?
I think it's good when players who have like especially like that kind of spotlight.
Yeah.
When they shine a light on the shitty things that happen in their country.
I can see that.
Or like FIFA entirely. Like FIFA, they just removed the LGBT like pride patches that they had. They literally just said love and a rainbow.
Yeah.
And FIFA ordered the teams that were using them to stop using them.
Yeah, because in Qatar, they're all homophobic over there.
Yeah.
You can't have rainbows for some reason.
I'm assuming just Qatar spent a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
Or like paid the FIFA FIFA.
I don't know.
The FIFA,
the Federation of Soccer,
the FIFA gods, the ones who run the whole thing, paid them a shit ton of money so they can host it in this country that just doesn't observe basic civil rights.
I don't know how Qatar got the World Cup. It's such a small country. Somebody said it was the size of Connecticut.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Small. It's a small country. But, I mean, I know they're like rich, right? Because they have a lot of fucking oil and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like crazy though.
Stadiums were built.
What an off-the-wall country to get it.
Slave labor.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about Qatar to speak largely on that topic. But did you see Saudi Arabia beat Argentina this morning?
I didn't.
Woo!
How did Germany do? They're my backup.
They haven't played yet. Germany's your backup, dude? Are you kidding me?
What
do you also root for?
I'm 40-some% German, man. I don't have anything else to root for.
What do you root for the favorites and everything?
Who's your backup?
My backup is Senegal.
Okay.
And hold on, I had one more. Who was it? Somebody cool. I don't know. Senegal. Senegal rocks, even though they lost day one. But they were the champions of Africa. Fucking love Senegal. They look like a good squad. Rooting for them. I think they can get out of the group.
I saw a commercial that had John Hamm in it, and he said this U.S. team looks different.
They do. They're probably still gonna disappoint us, but
we'll see.
I like Belgium too. They're always fun.
They're up there.
Yeah, but like they're like one of those good teams that's just like hasn't won anything or been good really for a long time. Like Germany's always good. Brazil's always good. Argentina's always good. Like we don't want to see that anymore.
Belgium, the guy definitely doesn't play anymore.
Fellaini. He had the big fro. Yeah. He's sick.
I liked him.
He's sick. I like him. Soccer's dope. World Cup's dope.
It's pretty cool.
It's cool.
Should we go to Qatar?
No. I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be in the United States, like in 2026 or something. Maybe the next one? Or like North America. I thought it was like North America.
I definitely don't think it's the U.S.
I thought they were doing like Mexico, U.S., and Canada. Like the whole like...
Really?
I thought so.
That would be pretty
Or maybe maybe that wasn't finalized. I don't know. That'd be pretty sweet if we could get to a game.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah. There's no way we could look it up right now. That'd be impossible.
Yeah. Don't even try.
I'm going to do it.
All right. I'm going to fill the silence.
Okay. You're really good at that.
I'm just going to do some scat jazz.
Okay. Sick.
Boo!
Give it to him. Give it to him, baby.
Hey, don't.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay. Yeah.
steal my
2026 is location United States, Mexico, Canada.
For real?
Yeah.
Why did we have to share it?
Because it's like different.
Oh.
It's North America. It's not just one country. It's our North American brothers. Oh, Mexico is the other team I'm cheering for.
What about borders?
Jesus
I'm told those
Christ.
are important.
Open them up. I don't give a fuck.
Did you did you have more you wanted to say about FIFA?
No, that was pretty much it. It's fun. I'm hoping for the best on Friday against England, and I hope we pull out the win. USA. This is the most patriotic I've felt in years. USA. USA. Red, white, and blue.
USA. So last week I was pretty feisty, and we're thinking of ways to shake things up here at the old Unremarkable Studios.
Yep.
And I kind of were introducing a segment, rant of the week. Nothing special, but I'm pretty fired up, and I might get too hot.
I mean, most of this is because you just have a lot you need to get off your chest.
I do.
And I feel like we don't have enough time in this hour-long podcast for you to do that. But we're going to squeeze it in here and give you... Try to do a rant of the week and see how this goes. So let's jump into it. What is it this week?
So, and again, if I get too hot, just bonk me on the head.
No such thing.
I'll fall asleep for like 5 minutes.
I'll just pour water on you.
So, I mean, if you're awake and you've been following along... with the student debt relief saga.
Yep.
Biden has this executive order. A couple weeks back, this court, this judge in Texas, on these two guys, filed an appeal. They wanted to have an injunction to stop the relief from going through.
Yep.
Texas judge
grants
the injunction, says nope, this is not legal. Then it makes its way up to an appeals court, which I think ruled along the same lines. So now it's in the Supreme Court's bucket.
Sweet.
When I saw that, I kind of flew off the handle, and I don't know if I called Emily or something. I just started texting somebody.
Didn't text me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I didn't, because this conversation would be kind of pointless. But so while we wait for the Supreme Court to decide, which, if I'm not mistaken, is 6-3 conservative.
Yep.
So we're kind of effed in the A.
We're fucked.
It's just so fucking frustrating, the fact that two people, and so there's this the people who litigated it in Texas who were filing an appeal. It was filed on behalf of these two people.
Yeah.
Two individual people.
Two.
If I have my facts correct, one of them got a PPP loan, or payment protection loan, that was from during COVID, when the U.S. government, and I'm not saying this is wrong, these loans are the reason I got to keep my job through COVID, when they gave out massive loans and then they were forgiven.
Yep, I'm aware.
That was A-okay. One of the people got $48,000 forgiven.
Yep.
One of the other, then it might be the same person, but the other person, I'm pretty sure, he or they, I don't know the specifics because I don't really care who they are individually.
Don't know their pronouns.
They're two fuckers. The other one,
these fucks.
Their whole argument was that they didn't qualify, and it wasn't fair that they didn't qualify.
What?
In most U.S. history, that is not standing. You need standing to be able to bring a case to a court. That's not standing. Simply saying I'm a taxpayer and I don't like the way my money's being spent, that is not legal standing. That's never stood up. But it did for this dumb Texas bitch. And one of the guys did qualify, but he didn't have a Pell Grant, so he only got $10,000 forgiven, not $20,000.
Oh,
poor baby.
Oh.
And so now we have to wait for the Supreme Court. And Amy Coney Barrett, she had already denied some emergency injunctions on it in favor of Biden.
Okay.
So who knows how it's going to go? But it's possible that the Supreme Court says, we don't really want to deal with this. We're going to let the lower court ruling stand, and then it's dead in the water. How fucking selfish do you have to be?
Right.
I'm sure these two guys got paid some amount of money to be represented, But how fucking selfish do you have to be to take that away from millions of Americans who desperately need it?
Yeah.
And then I'm stupid and I go on social media because I just want to see people's reactions to this. And there's so many, well, if we're going to forgive student loans, what about my credit card debt? It's like, it's not the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Usually when you're taking out a credit card, you're not like 16, 17, 18 years old.
Right.
And sometimes you are. But even then, when you're that young, most credit card companies, like when I got a credit card when I was 18, my limit was $500.
Yeah,
You
low
can't
limit.
possibly ruin your life over that.
You can't.
But at age 17, I signed on to what, $40K worth of debt?
Yep.
That was something that I'm not even old enough to smoke tobacco, not old enough to drink, not even old enough to be enlisted.
But you were old enough to take on tens of thousands of debt.
Tens of thousands of debt. And so that's not okay. It's not okay that we forgive that debt, but it is A-okay if we forgive millions of dollars, like to the tune of several $1 billion worth of payment protection plan loans, and no one bats an eye. No one says anything because both Republicans and Democrats got that relief.
Right.
Which, you know what? It helped out a lot of people. Like I said,
Sure.
It helped me keep my job, which was
Not
cool
saying
with
that
me.
was bad.
Not saying it was bad. But if one's okay,
But to
the
argue
other
that
has to
that-
be okay.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And I
agree with you.
I've never been like this revolutionary, like fuck big mega corporations, fuck the wealthy.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I'm getting to that point because
Whoa.
there's so many times where I'm seeing like
You're being radicalized.
in real time. It's just so like frustrating in how transparent the world is, you know?
Yeah.
Like it is clear that society isn't built for you and me.
No.
It's built for the people who have more money than they know what to do with.
Yep.
And that's how things are going to continue to be. And today Biden extended the payment pause that had been in
Yeah, I
effect.
saw that till like June.
Yeah, till June.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. That's great. Like
Cool,
that's
great.
what he can do. But I think he might just do that indefinitely if his loan forgiveness doesn't go through. But also, no one's made a payment.
That's what I was just about
in
to
like
say. Like
2.5 years.
like maybe I don't know enough about the topic to talk about it in depth. Like I haven't done my research like you, but like if no one's made a payment in like 3 years and the world hasn't fallen apart, like what's going on here? Like what's the fear of forgiving debt? Like I don't get it. Maybe it's just going over my head. Maybe I need to be educated, but like nobody's made a payment. Sometimes I'm like, oh shit, student loans. Forgot about those. Shit, fuck.
Yeah. And like I have like loans, like most of my loans are managed by, and here's another fucking thing.
Oh my
Here's
God.
another fucking
Here's
thing.
another thing.
The bulk of my loans were managed by Navient.
Okay.
Navient got sued for some sort of malpractice, some sort of predatory loaning or lending, and because of that, there was a lawsuit, and they had to fork out a bunch of money. Before that lawsuit concluded, they conveniently sold my loans to a different servicer. Before they were like court ordered to remedy their malpractice.
Oh my
they
God.
sold my loans to some other junky shithole.
I didn't even know that was a thing that's possible to do.
Yeah,
Sell
man.
someone's loans to another entity.
Yeah, man. I guarantee you're like one or more of your loans have probably shifted hands at some point.
Fuck.
Yeah. And so now this new company, I can't even remember the name of it, but maybe AidVantage. I went from Navient to AidVantage.
It's a stupid name.
So most of my loans are there.
AidVantage.
My other,
Dumb.
My other loans,
Stupid
my,
name.
my other batch is like it's less, but I've been paying it off because they recognized and said like, yep, there's like a moratorium on payments, but I'm not going to turn off your auto pay. And so I've just been paying it, throughout, and it's not a big deal.
Sure.
It's whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's probably a good decision. Pay them while there's no
Probably a
no
good
interest
decision.
on
There's
there.
no interest to just pay down the principal, but yeah. And so the fact that Navient fucking sucks dicks.
Yeah.
And
Sucks
now,
dicks.
I just hope they continue extending the pause because we've clearly proven that no one's lives have been ruined with these payments not going through. But
We're all doing great.
You will ruin lives when people are forced to pay those back.
Right.
Because
guess where my money's going to go? Instead of spending it on things, I'm going to pay my loans.
Yep.
I'm going to stop spending money so that I can afford to pay my loans.
If you can't pay your loans, then you're fucked because you'll default on them. Your credit
then
score's
Uncle Sam's going to break my knees.
That's the other thing. You can't discharge student loans in bankruptcy.
Wow.
You can't say, hey, I have no money. Please allow me to declare bankruptcy. Please, discharge my debt. And I get so frustrated at people who are so obtuse about it. I obviously know I don't understand. Like, it's more nuanced than I make it seem. Absolutely.
Sure.
And I know I don't understand everything. But what I do understand is that at a certain point, we have, 60, 70, 80 years on this planet?
If you're lucky.
The fact that we fight and grovel over, who we give relief to and who we don't.
What are we doing? Why can't everyone just be happy? Why can't we all just be relieved?
Yeah.
These fucking people trying to ruin people's lives, you know what they need to do? They need to meditate. They need to calm the fuck down. Because it is not that deep, brother. Let's just all have a good time. All smiles and laughter. And rainbow patches.
I feel like you're trying to rein me in, and I appreciate it.
Hey, we can't get too fiery on this podcast. I feel like you were getting a little unhinged. I can see you're almost crying.
Yeah, I'm just I'm quite upset by this whole thing.
He's very emotional.
I just need that money, man. Give me that money.
Give me my money, boy.
Give me my money.
Hey, come on, give me my money. Give me my money.
Yeah, that's all I had to say. That's my rant.
Wow, that's a good one.
10 other rants locked and loaded. But
I feel like you could rant about that for a long time.
I could.
But I think it's good that we cut it there, and that was good. You made a lot of good points.
You want the youth vote? Stop fucking them over.
That's the last thing fucking us.
Well, why don't young people vote for us? Why don't we just rip $10,000 worth of forgiveness from them and see what happens?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm done.
Now you're done.
Done.
All right.
Our next topic, we're going to be talking about abortion. Elliot, why don't you
I'll get us started.
No, it's question of the day, right? That's you.
Yeah. We'll do question of the day. And we can finish up with bizarre news. How's that sound?
If we have time, we're quickly
I don't give a fuck about time.
All right,
I got nothing but time. All right, question of the day. If you could time travel to see any historical event in person, which event would you want to see?
Which event would I want to see?
Yeah, which one? In person. You're there. You see it with your own eyes.
But I have no impact on the situation. It plays out exactly as it...
Yeah, you would just get to witness it.
Okay. Shit. I was going to say a joke.
JFK assassination.
No, that would have been pretty gross.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Although if I could see it...
Although I do love Dallas. Good city.
Yeah. Do you have something in mind? So I have a moment to think.
I've got a few in mind. I feel like it would be sick, and this is a little weird just because it's not really historical. It's just more fun. Going to the original Woodstock, in 69 or whatever fuck, where they're all sliding in the mud and they're all on drugs and crazy shit, and Jimi Hendrix is playing fucking the national anthem. Seeing that live, being one of those people who was there, and I'm sure there's some of them still on this planet to this day. Whoever you are.
Yeah, I would assume.
I hope so. I hope you're all still alive and well.
Some 50 and 60-year-olds.
Oh, you dirty fucking hippies. Yeah, some grandpas who still rock that ponytail are still out there. But that'd be cool to go back and see that shit. Otherwise, Yeah, I feel like that'd be sick. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything?
Obviously, if I could have watched the moon landing and that rocket launch.
Oh, that'd be sick. That's a good one.
That because I just think that's so incredible that we were able to achieve that 50 years ago.
Yeah, how is it that we landed on the moon in 1969 and then now it's 2022 and what are we doing? I thought we'd be living on fucking Mars by now.
We stopped paying.
Yeah.
We stopped paying for it. It costs money. We stopped paying for it.
What's money?
It's the whole premise of Interstellar, my favorite film.
Nice.
The people got upset. The people were starving, and we were still spending money on NASA. So NASA went into secret.
Nice. Good analysis of that movie. That's really great. Go see it if you haven't already. It's an excellent film. Of it.
I'm trying to think of what other things I would like to witness. This is not historical whatsoever.
Okay.
But I would have loved to go to the Deep Web tour because of the internet from Childish Gambino.
Okay.
It was 9 years ago or whatever. But.
Guys, in case you didn't know, this guy likes Childish Gambino.
I'm just thinking of things I want to witness. What? Oh, I want to go to the Civil War.
Or go back and see I feel like a lot of mine are music minded because I just love going to shows and shit.
You said Woodstock.
Yeah, it's true. Or going and seeing the Beatles live or some shit.
No,
that'd be fucking insane.
Maybe on top of the list would be that Queen concert. At,
yeah.
the Wembley.
The one The big one where he's the one that everyone knows, the big one.
But I thought it was Wembley.
It might have been Wembley. I think you might be correct. Yeah.
Wembley.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, so either that or the storming of Omaha Beach. You wanted a non-music one.
I feel like just going back, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to switch it around, just like a time period, like going back to like New York in the 1920s, like the roaring 20s, where everyone's like having fun and like smoking cigars and alcohol's illegal and we're all in speakeasies and it's like the Great Gatsby everywhere. Yeah.
Speakeasies, they're pretty cool.
They still exist, but like back then it was like a true speakeasy where it's like alcohol is illegal and you can only get it there.
I've gone to one quote unquote speakeasy.
Yeah. Where was it? Was it the one in Excelsior?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's like kind of a speakeasy.
It's just like in a basement.
It sort of is. There's like a real speakeasy that I've been to. It's like, do you know where Up Down is in Minneapolis? It's behind Up Down, like in the alley.
Really?
There's a door that you knock on, and then some dude comes to it. I don't even know. I don't remember. I wasn't at the front of the group, so I don't remember what they said, or if you just go like, hey, we want to go in. But
you talk like that?
Yeah.
Hey, we want to go in.
But basically, like, yeah, there's a speakeasy back there, and it's like 1920s themed. There's like a piano and shit, and they've got like food down there. Like I think somebody got like a charcuterie board or something, and they got like old cool drinks. I'm sure somebody had an old fashioned or something, but pretty sick. Speakeasies are fucking rad.
Yeah, I think that will be cool. But I mean, I feel like there's a lot of shit in that time period.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit in every time period.
That's true.
Everything sucks.
You could complain about every time ever.
Yeah.
Caveman times, bullshit. Medieval times, smelled like shit.
It's true.
Fucking just the UK right now. I'm just kidding.
You're gonna beat us. They're gonna beat us, and then Iran's gonna beat us, and it's over.
Dude, if Iran beats us, I guess we kind of had it coming, didn't we?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Earned.
Yeah. USA.
Yeah. That's all I got about that.
You got bizarre news?
I do. Can I see that phone?
I will hand you the reins.
Just let me look through your photos real quick.
Okay.
You don't got anything?
You'll find pictures of my dog.
Oh.
Probably pictures of my wife.
So I'm not even going to get deep into this. I'm just going to read you the title.
Okay.
Alabama pauses execution after third failed lethal injection.
What?
Yeah.
They tried to execute somebody 3 times.
I would have to say it probably wasn't the same person 3 times.
Oh. I thought, in my mind, I was thinking they tried to execute the same guy 3 times, and then the 3rd time they're like, fuck it, he's fine. What? You're just reading it now, and you're making a face as if you just like...
No. I thought I misread it, and I thought you were right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But no. I guess since 2018, they've tried 3 times with 3 separate people, and it has not worked.
They just have, like, what... The mix is wrong. They got a bad batch of injection.
I feel like it's pretty hard to fuck up killing someone with like an injection of
just start injecting stuff in them. They'll die.
Drug cocktail. Like it's got to be so easy. Like
don't they have like doctors involved? Like people who like know what they're putting into this person that'll be like, yeah, this will kill them.
And also like if it doesn't kill them, are they like zonked and like knocked out for like a while?
Yeah, like what happened to this guy?
Like is it like because I feel like most of the time lethal injection is not supposed to be painful, is it?
No, I think you're supposed to just like
sleepy time,
just fade out. You know what I mean?
And also, like, are they monitoring their vitals? And so, like, or do they like think that
these people are just like half dead? They're brain dead, but
could you imagine? Wait, first of all, did you ever like when you were a kid? Did you ever like think like prison like was a real, like you were actually scared of going to prison?
I'm still scared of going to prison.
No, but like.
That's like one of my worst fears is being like wrongly convicted or like happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, and
it just looks like really shady and
do something wrong and then I would go to jail and I would like.
No, I didn't think I would like actually do something.
It was like never something specific.
You thought you'd be a criminal?
No, it was like never anything specific. It's like the same way that I was more worried about tornadoes.
Okay.
And like house fires.
Like you thought it would be more of an issue as an adult.
Or like with quicksand.
Or growing up.
Quicksand. Yeah.
That was a fear for you.
Yeah.
What, from like cartoons?
Indiana Jones.
Quicksand isn't even like real. Like it doesn't even happen like that.
I know, but like when you're a kid, you're just like, oh fuck, I'm definitely going to be in like
I'm going to run into some
jungle
quicksand
in Africa and I will succumb to the quicksand.
When you're going to be in a jungle in Africa, you're doing well if you're in a jungle in Africa.
They're all irrational fears.
Yeah.
So my question out of this little snippet from dear old Alabama.
Okay.
Do you support the death penalty?
Boy, I feel like my first instinct is always no. Like, well, first of all, they're bad people, most likely, unless they're wrongly convicted, in which case that does happen. Bad stuff there. But, you know, if they are a murderer, wouldn't you want them to just sit and think about what they did? Put them in timeout? Also, I've read it's more expensive to actually... isn't it more expensive to...
Pretty sure, yeah, to kill them
than it is to keep them in prison. Mm-hmm. So, like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I'm just kind of for not killing people in general.
I agree.
Although there are certain individuals, right? Like people like serial killers who are pieces of shit who deserve it. That's that.
I used to be like very pro death penalty.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest. Have you watched the show West Wing?
No, it's too boring.
It's not. It's very exciting. But they have some very strong, worthwhile opinions about the death penalty, and it just boils down to the state shouldn't kill people.
Yeah.
And I think at some point they use an analogy like, say a dad kills a guy because he, kills his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, do you think the dad killing the guy, he's doing that like out of like a legal obligation, a moral obligation, or is it like more of an emotional response?
It's an emotional response.
Yeah. Should we, dictate law based on emotional responses?
No.
They probably shouldn't be the one with legal rights in that.
That's
situation.
true.
But
that's true.
I also feel like the same way, like I feel like we shouldn't deprive people of the right to vote. Like we shouldn't take that away from people. And if we shouldn't take the right to vote from people, then we probably shouldn't take the right to live. But that's getting a little further than I wanted. But I kind of want to hear about.
Is that another rant almost popping out of you?
That wasn't a rant. That was a rant.
It was almost. We were on the cusp.
The death penalty is not that prevalent. Then I feel like there's a huge need to get all uppity about it. But I think sometimes, especially when you get into like a wrongful conviction and then someone loses their life over it.
Right. Like that shit's fucked.
Very fucked.
That's fucked up. So Alabama's not doing the death penalty right now? Like they're
holding off on lethal injections until they can figure it out.
Because they fucked it up too many times?
Until they can figure it out, yeah.
Dumbasses. Idiots.
Easy. I could probably lethally inject myself.
I bet I could figure out something I could inject into my body that would kill me.
Oh, I'm not supposed
probably
to have,
something in this room.
Not supposed to have 40 Benadryls? All right. Easy.
Coke Zero's not supposed to go right into my veins?
That's another thing I'm fearful of, getting like a bubble in my bloodstream.
Oh my God. That can happen?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, no, not like normally.
How does that happen? God decides.
I don't know how that happens.
Tell me about the science. I think really dive into it. I want to hear it.
Like if you really fucked up someone's IV, you could do it.
Okay. Sure.
The other thing I wanted to talk about, and you and I already, we saw it. At the Vikings game, they got fucking pummeled.
Oh, yeah.
But the NFL is all about being pro-military.
By the way, I called it. I told you the Vikings were going to get fucking... I thought they were going to lose.
What?
I thought they were going to lose. I told you they were going to lose against the Cowboys. I didn't think it was going to be that badly, but I totally said that. I said that on this podcast that I thought the Vikings were going to lose.
Really?
Yeah. I said that last week.
Because every game I've watched with you...
I try to stay positive in the moment.
We'll be down like 10 or 14, like immediately, and like... Come on, guys, we're fine.
Well, you guys are just so negative. Guys. We'll be down 1 touchdown. You guys will be like, we fucking suck.
No.
Why are we sucking right now? And I'll be like, guys, it's 7 points. We're fine.
With the Cowboys, it wasn't even just being down.
Well, that just snowballed out of control.
It was just like we had no control of our possessions.
Yeah, we just didn't. It was a bad game. Don't want to talk about it. I'm scarred. I've actually stayed away from all NFL content this week because I just don't want to fucking hear about it.
Honestly, it hasn't been as bad as I thought.
Yeah,
although I haven't seen into the power.
Because everyone was expecting it. Everyone wanted it.
Yeah.
And they got what they wanted. You happy, fuckers? You happy?
The best part of the game was, and there was, Minnesota's like honoring veterans, and they had
on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, they had like a little thing where I think over social media you could submit like, hey, Vikings, this is Private so-and-so. He's a huge fan.
Yep.
I love him. He's been serving for so-and-so. And so this dude... tweets like, this is my cousin Joel.
Yeah.
He's a huge Vikings fan. He's been in the military. I look up to him so much. And the pictures of this dude guy called Johnny Sins, who's like right now probably the most recognizable male porn star there is.
I didn't even know who he was.
All right.
How did you recognize him? How much porn do you watch?
Because like that's been like that's kind of been like a running gag. Like I've seen it like on certain news channels. They'll be like, here's happy birthdays for all of our fans, and then people will submit them, and it's like literally like one of Johnny Sins.
It's always that
dressed
guy?
up as like a doctor. So it's like it's pretty easy to tell like he's like a very distinct looking man.
This is really good for his career.
I mean, huge for his career.
Huge for him.
But I just like love that they totally fucking got baited into it. It's incredible.
Yeah. I can't believe they don't vet those a little more.
I know.
Like, they're just like, oh, picture, they must be telling the truth. No one would ever lie about this, right? That'd be fucked up. Nah, that's fucking hilarious. Whoever did that, God bless you, because that made my day. That made the game a little easier to swallow. No pun intended. Because he's a porn actor.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, yeah.
I imagine he doesn't do a lot of swallowing.
I don't know. I haven't seen his stuff.
Neither have I. All right. I think that's a good spot to end on. Did you have any final closing thoughts?
I do have plenty of closing thoughts.
All right.
Yeah, guys, just make sure you're meditating out there. Staying calm, staying zen, staying in control of your emotions. Also, shout out to Johnny Sense or Johnny whatever the fuck your name is. You rock, buddy. Keep it going. Keep on fucking, baby. Keep on fucking.
The Thorith.
The Thorith.